Everyone needs their own spot in the sun. It doesn't have to be big. Sometimes just enough for a chair, a book, and a cup of coffee. Today we're talking with our friend Ben from London Design Build and Jason, a licensed contractor and TV host, about how people can enjoy their outdoor living spaces. Well, I must say, I look around and I am amazed at the amount of technology that goes into an outdoor project. Tell me more about that.
So picture you're inside, outside, inside again, just to really think about all of the cool, futuristic automation things you can do in your house. You can do that outside too. So we have infrared heat, so you can use the space in the winter. Obviously TVs, fireplaces, and lighting. Lighting has come so far. Full color changing lights, zonable lights, dimmable lights, creating themes, lighting that changes to your favorite sports
Christmas,
theme.
holidays.
Christmas, holidays, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is, because there's an app for everything now.
But I don't live in Arizona. I mean, I live in Seattle. You know, you leave something outside overnight and it's gone. What makes this so special?
It's really a simple matter of choice, right? Of material choice, and making sure that what you choose is going to work.
It is, and as much as water is bad, so's sun. I mean, you're talking about living in Arizona or
can be brutal.
Nevada and New Mexico, where one of the worst things on materials is bleaching from the sun.
Right.
So it comes down to material choice. Like you say, you pick the right materials for the job.
Right.
For instance, if you're going to put a TV in outside, you could pretty much get away with one of your regular TVs that you get from a big box store if it's undercover and it doesn't have any direct moisture hitting it. If you are not putting it undercover, and if you wanted to put it in an exposed area,
in the open,
they have outdoor TVs in casings to protect them. So it's, again, picking the right thing for the right job. Yeah. All of your lighting, sound systems, grills, refrigerators, everything's marine grade stainless steel.
Okay.
So it'll take being, by the salt water of Puget Sound. From that point, it's really what you pay for. Yeah. There's going to be low grade stuff. There's going to be high grade stuff.
You mentioned grills. Talk a little bit about cooking options.
The grills have changed so much, and like Ben was saying earlier, it depends on how much money you want to spend, because you can buy some really amazing grills. You're creating a kitchen outside now.
Yeah.
You really
yeah, full kitchen, and so it's going to have a sink so you can wash your hands. You're going to have a refrigerator so you can keep your meats in there that you prepared earlier.
You're going to have some outlets.
And then you're going to have outlets. We've even put a dishwasher outside. So
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
no,
it's
all right.
Really. I mean, I have a client that we did an outdoor living area for about 5 years ago, and we finishing installing in October, and then they stayed outside. They didn't go in their house for 2 nights. They actually slept outside in front of the fireplace, and they had everything they needed in that space to function.
How about power? You mentioned a lot of things require power. Does it often require adding a new panel to the house? And
if you're creating an outdoor space, an outdoor entertaining space, you need the outdoor power. So you've got to work with an electrician. You've got to make sure you're running it to the right places. Those are things that need to be done ahead of time. Before you start putting your
exactly. Yeah, it's all of the planning phase, and it really depends on what you're adding. If you're going to start adding these infrared heaters, if you're going to add a number of them, then they're going to require like power. About 100 amps to run several of them.
Yeah.
But if you're adding an outdoor kitchen, most of the time you can just run some circuits off your existing panel. But if you're going to add a whole expansive outdoor living area, we're typically putting in at least 100 amp, if not a 200 amp sub panel. And that runs all the power to that whole area. But again, that's a bigger project, certainly not a DIY thing.
It's a bigger project, and it's very much in the planning stage. Because if you know going, and that's why I tell a lot of homeowners that want to do a lot of DIY projects, you don't want to wing that. That's not something you just want to do and think about the electric later. That's going to kill you.
Right.
You've got to think about that ahead of time. If you know where things are going, you need to add those things up, and you need to understand how much more you need, and if you need to do a sub panel, and those things need to be addressed.
Master plan, design. One of the things that we do is we create full 3D renderings and walkthroughs design so that the homeowner can see exactly what's in my head, because a 2D plan sometimes is hard to interpret. I want to make sure they really fully understand what we're proposing, and then at that point, it's very easy for them to turn around and say, I don't like that, I want to change it. And I'd rather do it then than after we've stuck a shovel in the ground.